Welcome back to Artists on Artists on Artists on Artists. You know what indie filmmaking is all about, but do you know what it feels like to watch the first cut of your short film? Today, we're going to figure out exactly how that feels.
We did a very special thing for all of our listeners and viewers here on Artists on Artists on Artists on Artists. We got 4 indie filmmakers who made a short film together. We showed them the first cut of the short film that they spent a lot of time and money on. And we turned the mics on to see exactly what they thought and what's going to happen after this, now that they've seen a V1 of their movie.
Every film has to start somewhere, and every filmmaker has to start somewhere. And often that starting point is a V1 cut of a short film.
So let's buckle up, take a deep breath, and see where we're at in the process. Let's listen in.
So...
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. I think, yeah. Yeah. Totally. Uh-huh.
I mean, right? I think it's doing what we want to do.
Big shout out to the editor. I mean, big shout out to the editor for putting it all together. I think that's it's great to see it all together, you know.
Obviously, like, I have some notes, and I know we should, like, all go in order, and,
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited, and obviously this is, like, really evolving, but I think we're in an amazing spot right now. I mean, this is, like, I don't want to be, like, too ahead of ourselves, and I know we set an October deadline.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's some doubts on whether or not we'll reach that, but I'm feeling really good. I don't know if you guys are feeling good, but I'm feeling...
like my notes are minimum. Like I don't like have a lot of notes, or like, I think this should be really quick actually. Like,
I'm just feeling like our October deadline was also really foolish. It's a month and a half after the Sundance deadline. Like, why did we do that? We're gonna have to wait a year.
Yeah.
So
we're just we have time. So we have time actually.
I mean, we're just trying to get.
I
know that some people have a goal for Sundance. My main goal is JazzyFest, but that's like that. I mean, we can talk about that. I don't think talking about festivals is the best use of our time currently after watching V1.
Sorry, that's
Just
like I'm a producer, so I'm a producer on the project, right? So as the producer, I'm like already thinking about distribution and like where this goes, and that's what. And you guys let me have a space in the editing bay as the producer, so I'm sorry, but that's a part of the discussion now.
Totally.
Right.
Okay. Well,
this wasn't in the writing, and now it is.
Yeah.
You're
also.
I did feel like it was. Yeah. I definitely thought it was in the writing. So
I'm also the what? I'm also the what? Say it.
Well, you're also the one that told this podcast they could give us microphones, and they're telling us to introduce ourselves for the project. So
because I thought it would be great for PR. I thought it would be great for PR.
Yeah,
I thought, like, how cool. Like, and it's a first look deal. This podcast has, like, so many filmmakers on. Like, they have really important filmmakers. They
just
did that,
like us. Just like us. Like, so.
Well, they're just asking us to introduce ourselves. So if we just want to go around, like,
let's do it. Let's do it.
Sure.
Amazing. Hi, I'm Daisy Ray McPhee. I am the star of this our little baby that we've been working on. I went to Laksa, and then I went to RADA, and I studied in the UK for a little bit in London town, and then I met these beautiful people in a night out at Zebulon. And so a lot of things came together to make this project, and a lot of people and a lot of heartbreak, a lot of blood and sweat and tears went into it. And so we're so excited to look at this V1, and I'm really excited to be on this journey with you guys.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Yeah, totally. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Daniel Fort Myers. and I am one of the main actors. I don't have a lot of lines. I'm one of the actors, and because we kind of made a deal that I could edit it if I got to act in it. So I'm also the editor of the project. I'm working with another guy who's.
Do you want to say that you did it on iMovie?
I don't want to say that, but I
think we should tell them that's where we are in the process, that we did it on iMovie.
Well, that's not true, actually. So, like, what actually is true
Daniel,
is
you edited it on iMovie.
I tried to learn it on Premiere, and I just couldn't get through a lot of those tutorials because they were taking forever, and the project kept on crashing.
And then you tried CapCut.
So I tried CapCut, and so we finally landed on iMovie, and I think it's pretty good. And I've been getting a lot of like notes and feedback because the thing is, we decided like pretty early on this would be a communal edit. So I am just the guy with the mouse. We were all in the room the whole time.
Yeah.
Trying to watch it and edit it and giving notes. And some people were in the room at certain times, and some people would leave, and some notes would contradict and stuff. So, but it's it's really interesting, and I think it's really great.
Well, we also wanted it to be fair, I would say, and so we divided up parts of the movie so certain actors could only look at certain parts of the movie. And so we didn't want like one person's fingerprints to be on like we wanted to divide it up sort of like in an equitable share.
And you barely wanted my fingerprints on it too. So that was
You don't have to say that. I mean, we're not saying it. We got your fingerprints. Like there's no such thing as barely a fingerprint.
It's a good thing.
You know what I mean? Like
it's a
barely a fingerprint. No, a fingerprint means that you're illegal. Like you did something illegal. Like a fingerprint is enough to arrest. So barely a fingerprint.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, like you're like super involved. What's up, guys? My name is Gus Dunt, and I did sound, and I did lighting, and I did gaffing, and I was first AD, and I was also crafty, and I also did greens, and so I was kind of like I did a lot of work for this, and worked really, really hard. I'm also doing the mix on it, and I'm also going to be doing the coloring once this is done. Great. Yeah, great to see you guys too. Who's next?
Great. No, it's great.
I was just about to go
No.
I was just trying to see if you were done.
The crowd goes silent. I mean, I could talk about all the other things that I'm not officially on the roll for because there's a lot of stuff that I did.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Like I was obviously, I was Daisy's makeup artist when she was crying that day on set. We can talk about that.
Right.
Okay.
That's great.
Okay.
I think we're just trying to get through the intros. I think we're just trying to get through the intros.
No, I mean, we can talk about how I'm CGI on Daniel's bathing suit scene because his bulge was so fucking big in that Speedo. I don't know
You can't ball shame here. You cannot ball shame here.
That's not cool.
I can't ball shame?
And actually, a lot of girls like that. So we had to change it because it was so unbelievable. Let's get through the intro.
I just want to shout out the fact that you were able to CGI something on iMovie is really impressive. And
Thank you. And no one's talking about that. You know what? If you guys have this energy with me, I'll go sit in the electric truck. Like that I have an electric truck.
It's all good vibes. Like it's all positive. It's all good. This is like the process, guys. Like the first edit is not anything. It's like the first edit. So there's like room to grow from it. So like 100%. Let's get through these intros and we can like dive in and I'm just like my goal is to like get art there. You get the art there,
Okay.
Yeah. Hi. My name is Gianna. I am the producer on the film. Executive producer is the one that had the idea. I know you're wondering like who's the writer here. There is no writer because we used the original text of Taming of the Shrew.
So it was like all of us wrote but we just used Taming of the Shrew. So it's we kind of try to condense Taming of the Shrew as much as we could.
Yeah.
We're retelling it. We're using the text and we're telling a different story, but we're using the text. There is no writer on this project, just a lot of minds and a lot of actors that are putting on
it's genius. It's like really genius actually. I think we're all really excited about it.
It's really, really good. Yeah.
Is Gianna. I've been in the short film space for a while. Sorry. I'm just like, I thought this podcast would be great. And I think I've just never really seen like a cut after a movie I've worked on, especially a movie that I used my parents' inheritance on. So,
well, this is the first cut of a movie you've ever made because you've never made movies before. So
yeah, so this is okay. So I said I was in the short film space as an actor. I've never made a movie before. And I use a lot of my aunt's money. My aunt gave me money and we made this together.
kind of like, we all pitched in like 20K
We had a movie
each.
night. Yeah, we had a movie night, and we watched.
And some of us pitched in our talents, and we watched She's the Man,
and it's a retelling of some of us pitched our equipment.
People don't realize that like She's the Man is based off of 12th Night.
Yeah.
And we had a movie night. We were celebrating Amanda Bynes' work because we think she's being slammed in the media.
It's so dumb.
We were watching.
I can't believe that is one thing we all have in commmen. I can't believe the smear campaign that's happening against Amanda Bynes.
It kind of bonded us. It bonded us at Zebulon because the thing is like Daisy and I are in acting class together. Yeah. So we were kind of talking, and then we kind of just started talking to you guys about it. And Amanda Bynes came up, and there was like this moment where we all were like, "How do we feel about her? Are we all on the same page?" And immediately, like the fact that we were all on the same page, and we were like doing like bits, like I don't know if the audience knows what a bit is, but like we were doing these things
and everybody knows me everybody knows me at Zebulon as the guy that kind of joins in your bits out of nowhere. I come from across the bar, and I join in, and I'm kind of a charming funny guy.
It just felt like so like magical when Gus came in there, because then Gus gave us a ride home from Zebulon in his grip truck.
Yeah,
and
my
we
grip
were like,
truck.
Holy shit! Like,
I strapped you guys in with ratchet straps on the wall, and
it was so fun.
It was kind of the magic of LA for me, is like
that was a good night.
We get to be in this environment where there are like so many creatives around us everywhere we look, and it's just like one of those like kismet. Exactly. Like we're already, and I know we can talk about the specifics of what we just watched, which by the way I think is amazing, but like we're already on a V1 cut of a short film that we made together. Right. That is 12,000 steps ahead every other person.
I'm sorry, but what is that? I'm sorry, I have to stop you, Daisy. What is that ringing in the background of the entire movie? What is that?
Well, I think we can get rid of...
What is that?
So, that was actually like a choice that we talked about. Like, we needed like some like background walla or like some background sounds.
And also, like, first of all, hold on a minute, Gianna. You're giving notes to Daisy when this is the thing you always do. You give notes to Daisy when they're notes for me. I am sound. I am in charge of design. I was just asking
Daisy if she also heard the ringing.
But you know that it was my fault, and so if you want to talk about it, it was an artistic choice. Ringing is a sign of tinnitus, and I thought our Petruchio has tinnitus. That's what I was emphasizing. I think tinnitus is a scourge. I've gone to Coachella every year since I was 8, and I have tinnitus, and so it's actually very insensitive for you to say something about that. I first felt tinnitus when I saw Vampire Weekend in 2008 there, and it's never gone away. Okay, so how about we have a little bit more respect, and if you have a note for me, you can give it directly to me, Gianna. How's that sound?
Okay, then get the ringing out of this.
Like, I don't think that's fair, because I think notes should go to all of us. That's what we agreed. Like, it's one for all for one. Like, there's no, we can't be personal here. It's like about...
Yeah.
It's like about the process. We're like all doing it together.
And like, as someone who really like, this film is so critical to the reel that I'm working on for next year. And so I think that like, I really want to be in the loop for every decision, even if it's that nitty gritty, right? Like I want to be in it. So
Daisy,
I would like...
I do know that this reel is critical. The manager that's been hit pocketing you called me and said that this reel is critical. Okay, for you to get more stuff.
I think it's crazy. He won't just sign you already. I think it's crazy.
It's actually kind of crazy.
Actually crazy.
Well, we're basically signed. Like we're so. It's like he sends me on auditions every once in a while, and like I'll send him like sort of ideas that I've been thinking about, and then we just like haven't put it on paper. But when this comes out. And this film, which looks incredible, is on my reel, then I think it's going to help us solidify that relationship starting in 2025.
No, well, congrats. But I do want to say, if we're giving notes that aren't personal, I do have a note for you, Daniel, if that's okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All the scenes...
I'm ready. I'm like, let me get my notepad out. Okay.
Since you did edit, all of the scenes between you and Daisy, you... use shots of yourself for all the coverage. So she's not in it.
Every time she's talking, we're watching you listening.
So she's an off-screen character, basically, for the whole movie.
And it's really distracting.
Really?
It's really distracting with ringing going on.
she's
Then
playing-
we look to
okay.
you, and it looks like you're listening to the ringing, not her speaking.
She's playing Catherine, right? So this is like a really huge character, and it's kind of the main
and Daniel's
character.
playing Bianca.
Yeah, and Bianca, and and we have a mannequin playing Petruchio. It's very tongue in cheek. Obviously, takes place at a pool party. It's Taming of the Shrew at a pool party.
Taming of the Pool.
Yeah, it's called Taming of the Pool.
Taming of the Pool. Well,
Working
there's some
title.
debate
Working
on whether
title.
it's Taming of the Pool Party or Taming of the Pool, and I'm
Yeah.
so
Pool of
excited
the
to get
Shrew.
into that. But
Pool
Or,
of the
wet,
Shrew.
or my favorite pitch, Wet Shrew. I like Wet Shrew, and I really think that we should use that.
So
I love Pool of the Shrew.
that's a note I can totally take, and I hear you guys. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't really see it, but like I'll totally like.
and
I
I
can
would
definitely
say
edit,
that the exposure that my reel is going to get us would be critical if I were in it.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, I really tried to show Daisy more, but like the actual footage that we have of Daisy, like, just it didn't turn out on the day, so we might have to just reshoot some of that stuff.
What do you mean it
what
didn't
do you
turn
mean
out?
by that?
Yeah, yeah.
What do you mean
by
it
that?
didn't turn out?
What do you mean by
like,
that?
mine was like perfectly lit, and it was like very clear focus, and I think Gus and Gianna, you guys were fighting about who would do follow focus. And so Daisy's footage comes in and out of focus so many times, and there's also like clearly a lamp, like a big light in the back of her footage, so I didn't really know what to do.
Well,
I
listen.
wanted that lamp to represent loneliness in the back.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know,
it
and
was
you
a
told me
choice.
that when we were shooting. You brought a lamp in the middle
Well,
of the
I
shot
can
and
show
said,
you guys
use
And
this.
you know what? You know what?
Look,
You don't even hear me. You see my mouth going, this represents loneliness, and you
Yeah.
can't even hear me say it.
You
because
can't
of the
see
ringing.
any. You
Because of
can't
the
see.
ringing
Gianna, you
going
can't,
on.
This is-
Gianna, you
guys,
can't
this
see
is
anything
great,
because you
actually.
threw off the fucking white balance the second you brought that lamp in.
And
that's what
another
happened.
thing I wanted to say, like the white
I
balance
don't
is
know what
all
white
over the
balance
place.
is. I'm confused.
This is actually
What
great
is
because
that?
like because we're here, I have all the footage on this hard drive. We can actually just kind of watch some of these takes, and like you guys can see. It'll actually probably be really interesting for the podcast to like see what a take looks like behind the scenes.
Yeah, and I also want to say before we watch this footage, because I'd love to, our DP Neo couldn't be here because he booked the Dune TV show, and congrats to him on being the second. That's awesome. He's gonna have so much fun. I heard he's been escorting people to and from set as they're dressed like Fremen. It fucking rocks for him.
I think, yeah. But also, before we play this clip, I want Daniel and Daisy, like, we should tell the audience, like, this is based off of Act 1, Scene 3.
Yeah.
Act 1, Scene 3.
So if you guys
Yeah.
want to pull that clip up, Act 1,
Yeah.
Scene 3.
Act
Pull your
one
scripts up.
scene.
Pull your scripts.
So
you can go to
this
Google.
is actually an interesting thing about Taming of the Shrew that, sorry to butt in with some context, there actually is no Act 1, Scene 3 of Taming of the Shrew.
Yeah.
So there's
Okay.
Act Scene 1 and Scene 2, but
It's Act 2.
we have named Act 2, Scene 1
Act 1, Scene
1,
Scene
Scene
3.
3.
Yeah.
Because we think that it actually was a continuation of the first act, and Shakespeare, and he must have had a reason for ordering that in the way that he did, but we actually think that it makes more sense folded into the first act. So that's why we
Daisy,
reordered
you're so
it. But
smart. It's and this is why we I
thanks.
love acting with you in
just-
class. And
I'm
stuff.
such a nerd about this stuff, and so it's been
Yeah,
so
you're
great to
s-
work with you guys.
All right, well,
Wow,
let's
we
watch.
are- we are
Let's
bad
watch.
for each
Can
other.
can we watch the clip, please? Daniel, you're obviously Bianca, and Daisy, you're obviously Catherine. So
Yeah,
let's
here
go
we
ahead
go.
and watch the
We
clip.
definitely did some. Okay, yeah. Let's.
we go.
and
Yeah,
let me just
great.
pull it. Sorry, let me pull it up and let me press spacebar on the hard drive files so you can see it.
And I'll describe what's going on. So,
Ready?
yeah, go ahead. Catherine enters, and Bianca has her hands tied.
Good sister, wrong me not, nor wrong yourself. To make a bondmaid and slave of me that I disdain, but for these other goods unbind my hands. I'll put them off myself. Yea, all the raiment to my petticoat, or what you will command me will I do. So, well, I know my duty to my elders.
Of all thy suitors here, I charge thee, tell whom thou lovest best. See thou disassemble not.
Believe me, sister, of all the men alive, I never yet beheld that special face, which I could fancy more than any other.
Minion, thou liest. Is't not Hortensio?
Banana.
Okay, so that was the clip. So you guys called cut right after that. I just called
Yeah.
it early.
So I guess my biggest note, and you guys will never answer me, why do we pick this scene to kind of do most of? It just feels so strange to me.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it was interesting. I mean, this was
Yeah.
like part of, you know,
Yeah.
when you have no writers, you're going off of like
Yeah.
every actor's instinct. And I picked this scene for
You're real.
No, well, I thought it was important to the story.
Yeah, it was. No, it was. And I think here's the thing. People know that like we had that night, we watched that Amanda Bynes movie and we were inspired by it, right? But then we also were like, we want to make something, who wants to write it? Nose goes, and all literally put our hand on our nose at the exact same time.
We
So
filmed
it's like
it. We
a
slowed
really-
it down. It
Yeah.
was exactly the same. It was
Like,
a
it was
photo
exactly
print.
the
Like,
same.
Never
No one was
in the
gonna write it.
history of my life seen a nose goes be equal.
yeah,
So it was
and
been this amazing devised thing, and I picked this scene specifically because it had a lot of sarcastic lines in it.
Yeah, it was. You did it so well too. I just like I like when we were shooting. Like even though I was off camera and it was your footage there, like I just like felt this crazy connection. Like you just were dialed in. You were like
Speaking of
Yeah,
dialed
thanks,
in,
Daniel.
Speaking of dialed in,
don't you talk about my focus polling. If you're about to bring up my fucking focus polling, I'm going to be
believe
so
it or
mad.
not, I'm talking about
Well,
a different dialed in. I'm
as
talking
you-
about the fucking ringing. The
Yeah.
fucking ringing.
Oh
Well,
my
I could hear
God.
as you guys can see, I'm really trying my best here to edit around. I don't know if you guys heard randomly. What was the banana there? It sounded like a minion saying banana.
Yeah,
What
We're
was
doing
that?
a reference.
She says minion, and I thought we were updating it and making it relevant. So I
Yeah,
said,
it's-
she says the word minion, so I added banana.
That's
And I obviously...
actually-
I
Can
was
say
trying to
something,
tell
Daniel?
you. I was trying to tell you. We will edit that in later. You
Daniel,
don't
that's
need to
the
do
only
it on the
part
day.
of the movie. That's the only part of the movie that's not bumping for me. That's the only part of the movie that's not bumping for me.
Really,
Can I
that's
be
the
honest,
only
Daniel?
part?
I know you guys were mad at me every time I did that. That was the only time I had fun on this set. That was the only time I had fun.
This
No,
is
Gus,
such
it's
a
okay.
lie. This is such a lie. No, actually, I actually have to stand up for this. I'm gonna show you a clip, and the first couple of sentences are gonna be like we kind of like what happened was somebody accidentally pressed record too early, and so when we went to record, they accidentally turned it off, and so when we went to end it, they accidentally turned it on again.
It was one of Daisy's best takes that we lost.
But this is like you can hear like we filmed for 5 minutes just read until we noticed that we had to go reshoot it back, but you can hear Gus and Gianna like talking a lot because like we were kind of done. You guys were giving us note, and Gus, your vibe was so different on set, and I need you to hear what your vibe was.
If you fine,
This
we
is
can
important to
play
me.
this.
This is
Great.
this is actually important to me
Okay, fine.
because I found it and I was like, wow, Gus has been talking. So let me just play it. So like this is the last couple of lines, and here let me press space bar to play it off of the hard drive and space.
Okay, so I think maybe we go
Gianna,
back.
look, Gianna, look. A fruit roll has a tongue. Isn't that funny?
Okay, Gus. I love that. Gus, I that's really fun, but I think we should stay on task here. We have like so much more text to get through.
Gianna, you don't have to. Last night we were having so much fun. You don't have to act like this just because we're on
I know.
set.
I
You
just
don't
like
have
want to get
act this,
things
like-
done.
I know, but I was like, we're having fun together. Like, I've never like, I don't know. Like, we can have fun and we can make something.
Turn the clip off. I can't do it. The ringing is in the BTS as well.
This is actually a breach of trust. This should have been burned. I talked to Gobi, who was dumping our footage. I said dump this hard.
Yes,
Gobi
yes.
barely knows how to
Gus
dump
is our
footage.
gaffer, our sound guy, and then we have a full guy for dumping the footage.
And I'm pissed. But nobody trusts Gobi, but everybody likes Gobi.
He's just good vibes on set. Like he'll say like time to dump. Who's
Yeah.
taking a dump now? It's just really
Yeah.
funny.
I fucking hate him. That's negligible. That is out of context for what that was.
No, I think you had such a good vibe on set. That's why I think since we started post, like you have become like this like other type of person, Gus. And like, I don't get it. I think it's maybe you realize that you played an MP3 of a phone ringing throughout the entire movie to represent tinnitus, and it actually ruined all the footage.
Can I be honest? I wasn't playing an MP3. I was playing that sound that everybody heard in middle school that only little kids could hear past a certain age. So if you are hearing it, then you have young ears. And that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so you're calling me a toddler.
Yeah, that's your temperament. You're coming in with a fight every single time. When you came in this morning, you got in a huge fight with us because we had every type of bagel. You were mad because you wanted a more limited bagel selection.
It's a literal misuse of funds. We cannot pay anyone, yet we buy every flavor of bagel.
Well, we just don't know what everybody wants until the day up. Okay.
And you could take orders,
guys,
Daniel.
I really
you can take orders.
I think we're being too hard on this edit. Like, I think it's actually really good. Like, when I think what we should do is just like kind of like get through it. Like, let's get all our notes out there. Let's not stop and like really dissect the notes. Let's just like all kind of like list the notes that we have right now.
I mean, Daisy, you said you loved it. Do you have any notes at all?
No, I think we should export. I think we should just export and send it because this industry is moving so fast, and I think we should just like get it out.
Daisy, first off, I'm gonna cut you off. No one's gonna beat us to this. Don't worry. No one's doing this. Second of all, Daisy, you're not in this. It's all coverage of Daniel. You don't want to be in this?
I mean, here's the thing.
I didn't want to bring this up because I didn't want people to think that I had an ulterior motive in this, but I am working on a voiceover reel as well.
Okay.
And so I was hoping to use...
Wait, Daisy, you didn't tell me that.
Daisy,
I was just hoping to use some of this footage where I'm not in it.
But Daisy,
Say it on set. We would have been like, she has an ulterior motive. She's looking to make a VO reel. Get this bitch off set.
Daisy,
I thought we told each other everything.
Daisy, hold on a minute. I understand that people feel betrayed and upset. Daisy, even if we can see your face in this, you can still use it as a voiceover reel. Don't you understand?
No,
you can
because
do
then
both.
my face would be so distracting that it wouldn't like make sense for a voiceover.
You're not going to be sending. No, you're not sending
so
a
you're
video.
Not an actor, Gus. You're not an actor, Gus. You
That's also true,
voiceover
Gus.
reel doesn't have your face in it.
A voiceover reel doesn't have any face. It's an audio file, Daisy. You don't have to send. You don't have to send footage. You only have to send an MP3.
But everything you don't understand, Gus. Everything is video now. Everything. Just look at TikTok. Look at Instagram. Look at like what? Do you want to know why Twitter
I'm actually
is
gonna
dying?
butt in here. I'm actually gonna butt in here and
Surprise.
say, Gus, you are not an actor, right? And you're just like
Here we
coming in
go.
here.
Yeah.
You're coming in here and you want to tell Daisy what to do. And there were times where I remember you gave her a literal line reading.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the line reading. You guys want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually
Let's
have
talk
the clip.
about it.
I actually have the clip.
Okay, let's do it.
Because okay.
Okay.
I think this was Act 4, Scene 4.
I don't.
So our Act 3, Scene 3.
Oh yeah. So RX 3, Scene 3.
All right, let's jump into it. I'll just press. Hold on. Let me go find that clip. Luckily, I've labeled all these clips really
And
easily.
so this is me playing Tranio in this part.
And this clip is called Our Act 3, Scene 3 Daisy Coverage. Okay, and I'm gonna press spacebar now.
Sir, this is the house. Please it you that I call?
Hey, how about you try? Please, you that I call.
What? Okay, I just did a lot of work to get it that way, but
All right, fuck me then. Go ahead.
No, Gus, I'll try it. I'll try it. Sir, this is the house. Please it you that I call. It doesn't work.
Lock. Moving on.
No, we have to set up again. Gus, we
And
have
what's
to set up
unfortunate?
again.
Stop the clip, Daniel. What's unfortunate is
I'm
every
trying.
clip that works good.
No,
Daniel,
stop
stop
it.
the clip. Daniel,
Sir,
stop the clip.
This
I'm
is
trying,
the
I'm
house.
sorry. There's like an
Please
error.
it that you
Daniel,
that
the
I
clip.
call.
I got the
Daniel,
wheel dead.
I don't wanna
My
hear this
finder
clip
is
anymore.
not reacting. My
Please
finder
it
is
you
not
that I
reacting.
call.
Hold on.
Turn it off.
On my finder,
Sir,
my finger
this
is
the
dropping.
house.
I don't know.
Please it you that I call.
Turn it off.
I'm trying.
Sir,
Okay, it's off. It's
this
off.
is
It's
the
off.
house.
It's off. It's off.
What I hate about this movie,
Sorry. Oh
and I'm
God,
just
it's
gonna
playing
I'm just
again. Oh my
Please
God.
it you that I call.
Sorry, I pressed spacebar too many times.
This
Hold
is
on.
the house. Please
Hold
it
on.
you that I
Sorry.
call.
I'm gonna go to the
Sir,
fucking truck if you
this
don't
is the
turn this
house.
off.
Sorry. Okay, it's okay. I quit Finder. I somehow force quit Finder.
I've never seen
This is
someone
the
quit
house.
Finder.
God. Okay, hold on. I unplugged the hard drive. We're good. It shouldn't come up. Whoa, that
Oh my
was
God.
weird. It's slowed
Is her
down.
voice coming out of the hard drive?
No, it's good. It should be done. Should be done.
What I hate about this movie is every good clip we have Gus screaming locked.
Yeah, he says it right after too, so it's really hard to edit around. There's
And
no
it's
dead
locked,
space.
and
It's
there's nothing locked about it.
Yeah, it's like you don't say locked, but it's like somebody will finish the line and just at the last second they'll go locked. So a lot of the clips throughout the short film you hear before I have to cut away.
And my
It's
problem
like
is
a
sometimes
mess.
it messes up the scansion, right? Like
Yeah.
Wow.
the syllables are now wrong because you've added a lock.
Yeah,
in it.
syllables are the big problem in
realize-
this shot.
What people don't realize is Daisy's doing scansion while also being sarcastic. So that's like double.
Yeah.
It was actually like quite a lot of work because the
It
original
was
text.
crazy talented. Like it was insane actually to watch for me.
Daniel,
This is
thank
actually
you. Thank
so-
you,
We're
Daniel.
so bad for each other. Like this is crazy.
What?
Huh?
What did you say?
No, like, cause like we just have this vibe. It's just like, oh, we are bad news for each other, you know?
Oh, bad news. I didn't.
Daisy,
Maybe we
how do you
should
not
talk
see
after
this
this.
already? Daisy,
okay.
he has so, he
What
has
do
so
you
much he has so much footage of you on his phone, on his laptop. And the reason why his laptop is spinning out is because he plays this footage of you over and over and over again. And
Well-
it's time you realize.
No, I want you to know that's what editors do, Gianna. Actually, I'm gonna put my foot down. That's just what editors do. I
Yeah.
have to.
I don't know how
Not
editors
all of
do
you guys
anything.
say, I keep on saying, well, maybe we can take turns looking at the footage, and you guys say, I don't know, I don't want to, I can't figure that out. So I have to be the one watching all the footage, pulling all the good parts into iMovie because I could
Daniel-
not figure out how to import into Adobe.
Daniel, we're friends. I want you to be honest with me. Are you watching footage of my coverage?
Again, yes. That's what editors do.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna get on. I'm gonna
So-
be
We
on
should
Daniel's
talk
side for
after
this.
this.
No,
That's
hey,
not-
I'm
no,
gonna
it's
be on
not a weird
Daniel's
thing.
side.
It's not a weird. I don't know how
Editors
you guys
don't
understand.
do that, dude.
Editors
You
do
have no
that.
idea
No,
what filmmaking
you guys,
is.
you guys
have no idea what
fundamentally.
filmmaking
What
is.
do you? Can you explain what an editor is if it's not looking at footage of
Daniel.
Yes,
women?
they
Daniel,
organize the slates.
Daniel,
Organize the
I have
slates.
a boyfriend. Daniel, I have a boyfriend. Like, we have to set some boundaries. If we're gonna make this film together, like, I have to know that I can trust you to not watch my footage.
Yeah, okay. Like I know you have a boyfriend and like that he's really good guy in our acting class and he's like dark and drives a motorcycle, dark hair and all that stuff and like, but like as an editor, I have to watch your footage. Like it just in order for this film to be
Daisy,
made.
I can't tell you this enough. That's not what editors do.
I gotta, Daisy. I can tell you this. I can
Daisy,
tell you this even
Daisy.
more times. This is exactly what editors do.
I think we should have a production meeting. I think
We are.
should
This
have
is
a
what
Is this
this
not
is.
that?
This is that. Okay.
Don't tell
you know
her what it is.
Whatever. It's fine. I'll stop watching your footage. The hard thing is, like, I had to spend so much time trying to convert because we shot in film.
Yeah, we did.
shot in film, and it's
8
been
millimeter.
so
My aunt
hard
gave
to convert
my
this.
aunt gave me so much money to buy authentic film and go
8
straight
millimeter,
to it.
and I went to a guy that
had
gave it to me
no
at a
idea how
big
to
price.
Dump, he does not understand how to dump film.
No,
make it
and we were
digital.
using old film. We were using celluloid, and my fucking truck caught on fire.
Yeah, it's so a lot of this is like maybe we have to think about reshooting. I think we should just do rapid fire notes. Like let's just like because I think if
let's
we
do
get
rapid
through
fire notes,
rapid
sure.
fire
Okay.
notes, I can get through it. I can even do the edit right now, and like we can just figure it out and get to V2. Like
Okay,
Okay.
let's all
Quick
do it.
notes. Let's do some
something
rapid fire notes.
Something I'd like to bring into the space before we begin, though, is let's maybe originate these notes from a place of what's possible instead of what's wrong.
And
That's
what's
all I'll say.
positive?
That's
Like,
all I'll
if
say.
you guys could be just a little more positive, that would actually be very helpful because
That's
like
all I'll
I don't
say.
really respond. Like a lot of it's being put on me, but like a lot of it was your suggestions already. So like let's like a lot of it were you guys sitting there going no, not that. So like let's just try to make it positive and then we can get through this.
I'm gonna
okay?
try, but I'm real, and you guys have always known that. So let's go ahead. But okay, my first note is the blooper reel is twice as long as the short. I think that's
But
an
it's
issue.
kinda so funny, right? It's so
Yeah,
funny.
it's funny, but it's out of context. I mean,
I'm
it's just
gonna put my foot down there. That's one of my darlings that I will not kill. I will not kill that darling.
Yeah.
Let's
and
just
we
play.
each get
Let's
a
just play it
darling.
really quick again. Let's so you guys can see it. Just so we can say it. Okay, let me play.
Aye,
And-
what else? And but me, I deceive. I went British.
That- you are so bad. What was that?
Boom in the shot. Gus, there's a fucking boom in the fucking shot.
boom in the shot and stick up your ass. I'm trying my fucking hardest.
Wait, I'm
Tis
trying to.
well.
Wait,
Tis
I'm
well, and hold your own.
wait. I'm trying.
What?
Sorry, I'm wait.
What?
Oh, are we going?
Wait, what? Oops.
Oh, whoa,
Hold on,
this,
plane. Hold. Hold for plane.
But dearly, is this what makes your wife more? Oh, the fence didn't open.
Yeah, go to the
Fear
gate.
not me.
Daniel, go to the gate.
The fence.
Daniel, go to the fucking gate.
Okay.
Don't
Son of a
curse at my
bitch.
actors. Don't curse at my fucking actors, Shiana.
So that was such a funny blooper reel. I think it's
Yeah,
great.
so that's one of my darlings. I won't cut that. I won't cut it.
I was gonna put Bruno Mars under it.
I don't think it looks
Yay.
good on us, guys. I think it's a bad look, and you don't need to put a soundtrack to the blooper reel.
Okay, next note. Let's move.
Okay,
Let's
I'll
move.
take it positive. Next note. Thank you.
I
Okay.
think what's possible is maybe the invocation of less black and white footage, sort of placed randomly anytime the character is experiencing a negative emotion.
Non-negotiable. Boonwell is one of my favorites, and I'll always emulate him.
Okay, moving
Next.
on. Next
Okay.
note.
Okay, cut the dance.
No,
so-
no,
I'm in.
No,
Oh.
no, absolutely not. No.
I really like the
There's
dance.
nothing
I actually
sarcastic
really
about
like-
it. You don't need it for your reel.
Well,
I
that
think we-
dance isn't sarcastic, and I'm going to need it for the dance portion of the reel.
The
Well,
dance is
listen.
an ulterior motive.
No,
so that's another ulterior motive.
Listen, but no, Daisy, listen. It's the Say So dance from Doja Cat from 2020, and we can't use Doja Cat.
We're
and it's-
updating it. We're updating it. It's fair use. You guys, I sent you a link to fair use copyright law, and you won't look at it. And it
You
hurts
said it-
me
you-
that you won't read it.
You sent us a Wikipedia article, but that song is from 4 years ago.
But, like, if we reach out to her, that's what I'm saying, a place of what's possible. If we reach out to Doja Cat and tell her that we're artists just like her, she is an artist, it's going to understand, right?
Next
She's not
note.
going to come
Next
after
note.
another artist.
Maybe I can
next
cut
note.
it down from the full song to maybe just half of the song.
Sure.
Okay, that's something we can talk about.
That's fine.
Okay, next note. I'm taking notes. Thank you. I guess a note that I have for you guys is like I think it would be a lot faster is if you guys don't try to like come up and try to touch the mouse when I'm pulling her up a click farther, and also like
Non-negotiable.
well for me
It's
it's like
non-negotiable.
the snapping and the
non-negotiable.
clapping. Like when you say now, snap and clap right in my ear about like when a cut should be like now. Like
Okay,
that is
well then, Daniel, you tell us what gets through to you, because it seems like none of it is.
That's so true. Thank you, Gus.
like I'm trying my
Daniel,
best. I'm actually trying my
what the fuck
best
gets
because
through
like
to your fucking little pea brain head?
okay, that is not positive or
Hey,
possible.
so Daniel, how the fuck do I communicate with a fucking idiot?
So I don't feel like I'm an idiot, and I'm trying because you guys keep on. This is the thing. Like you guys are sitting there on my couch, yelling at me and snapping at me and telling me exactly what to do, and I'm just trying my best here. Like I
I'm
told
sorry
you
if
guys.
I think you're a fucking stalker because you're looking at Daisy's coverage all
so
the time.
I did. That's what editors do. That's what editors do. They watch footage. I have to.
I really think we should schedule a production meeting because this is really upsetting to hear as a friend.
I'm
Daisy,
sorry.
that's what this
I
is.
didn't
Daisy,
mean to
that's
yell.
what this is.
I did not mean to yell. I'm sorry,
No.
guys. I'm just really under stress. I didn't tell you guys this, but I'm actually editing another project, and I
What?
am like kind of yeah.
What?
What are
My
you?
my
What are you
friends-
even editing?
My friends are trying to. I'm trying to edit a skit for TikTok for my friends. It's
That
like-
doesn't go anywhere. Why are you doing that? That's a dead end. You need to be working
That's-
on short films.
Yeah,
What's
I'm so-
that?
Yeah, I
What
just.
what is that going to do for you?
Well, it's actually a very funny skit, and like I think we're actually gonna build it into something like become like a I don't know like a group that does skits on TikTok.
I'm like quite literally getting lightheaded. I'm like, I've never seen rage like come out of my body.
Well, it's
And, like,
crazy. Yeah.
But like they don't yell at me. They're just all positive. They say like, "Hey, that's all right. You can
First
learn.
of
Why don't
all,
I
dude,
take it?"
no, hold on a minute, Daniel. First of all, the only person that yelled is you just now, and I was going to let you know there's a lot of paternalism in you, and you need to be reading some bell hooks. That's the first thing I wanted to let you know. I think it would be really important for you to pick up some bell hooks because this is like really upsetting, and it's always going to get in your way. You have to be a positive guy. And you have to
yeah,
understand the patriarchal implications of what we're doing here. So you
Yeah.
got to be very
Yeah.
careful with that. And second of all, I just think comedy is the past. You know, I don't see people making big comedies, and so, you know, I don't know. Whatever. I mean, good luck, but I think you can do two things at once. You know what I mean?
With my skill at editing, I don't think I can. So I'm just trying my best. Well, let's just end on a positive note.
Great.
Is there anything that you guys liked about the first cut? Why don't we talk about what, rather than like what to cut, what to change, what if we just try to champion it and what do we like and what do we want to save?
Okay, fine. Daniel, there was a moment where you spiked the camera. I think it was during one of your speeches, and it actually read quite beautiful to me.
I must admit, it was epic. It was good.
Yeah, it was like a soliloquy, like truly how it was written on the page.
And it was like a Fleabag moment. It was like very Fleabag. Have you seen the show Fleabag?
Well, that's something I think, like, I've been thinking this from the beginning. It should be kind of Fleabag. And maybe that's something we can implement in the edit. If we can... I think we can.
Oh my god!
that.
Like a voiceover. Like what if Daisy has a voiceover and then she can use that for a voiceover reel?
Okay, who's gonna write that?
Well, we don't have.
Okay, who's gonna write that? 1, 2, 3. Nose goes.
Literally exactly at the same time.
That's
that was
at
crazy.
the same time. That's
I guess
crazy.
we'll get.
And that's what keeps getting in the way of this. That's what keeps happening.
Yeah.
I have a positive note. I think the way that Gianna did the practical thunderstorm was really, really creative and really cool, and it came out really good.
You mean?
That's exactly what I mean.
Thank you, Gus.
And I thought, I know this is crazy, but Gianna and Gus, you guys like really connected on the lighting of the nighttime scene.
Yeah,
and I think the lighting. It's really good.
Yeah, we both connected on how dark it should be.
Yeah.
Really dark.
It's really dark.
And I guess what I'll say is like Daisy working with you was like absolutely amazing. Like I felt like we really connected as actors, and I'm not saying anything else. Like I just felt like acting with you was fantastic, and I would love to be your sister, in real life. Like that's because I felt.
You want to be my sister?
Like
okay.
No, like if there, if there's more.
I mean,
like,
well, okay. I mean, I thank you for bringing that into the space. And I do have a boyfriend, and to be honest, the way that you're doubling down after already admitting to looking at my footage is making me. I'm experiencing just sort of like I'm kind of I'm just processing all of this, and I'm seeing if it might be best if we maybe contact my brother's friend who knows Premiere. And that's something I've been offering from the beginning.
I think that's amazing. And I wasn't listening to you because you were just a little quieter than I'm used to. But now that I'm seeing what's going on, I think it's a really good idea.
Yeah,
and I hate to offer, but I think
honestly, this is such a relief. If anybody knows Premiere, let's use them. I kind of was trying to suggest that. Maybe I didn't say it clearly, but I was trying to suggest that from the beginning. I think we should hand it off to somebody else. And like maybe, guys, I think there's a chance we can release this really soon.
JazzyFest, here we come.
Yes, please.
Hell yeah.
Guys, I have something to admit to you. I released it.
What?
I just released it.
That's a violation. You can't do that.
Oh my god.
It's released.
Oh my god, it's on our Vimeo page. 17 views.
Oh my god, 17.
Oh my god.
That's too many.
I don't care.
We can't take it down now.
I'm over it. I wanted to end the cycle, so I uploaded it.
No, I was really I was hoping this would turn out like all the other short films I've worked on.
Well, congrats on the release, guys. Congrats on the release. See you guys at the fucking premiere. See you guys at the fucking rap. Congrats.
Oh my god, let's do Rapid Zebulon.
Let's do Rapid Zebulon.
Yes,
that'll be so
we
fun.
did it. We made a short
there's so
film.
many bits I'm gonna run across the bar to.
I can't wait to pitch you guys my other idea.
Wait,
I can't wait. I'm in.
It's a song.
Wait a second. This is actually crazy. I've got an idea. What if we made a film about making a short film?
That's a great idea.
Oh my god, we have to get on this.
I
we
just
should
bought-
schedule a production.
Let's do it.
I would love that.
I just bought 4 Black Magic, so I'm way in. I'm so in.
Thank God, not more film. Black Magics are so much easier to use than film cameras.
Let's use them. I got them. I'll put them in my truck.
This is amazing. I have so many pitches, and they all involve Midsummer Night's Dream, reimagined near a body of water.
This is awesome, and I'm gonna force us to use a jib. I'm so fucking stoked, guys.
We're ready for a jib.
God.
We're ready.
All right, hell yeah! I knew it. Sometimes it's just good to get something out there.
100%.
I just got a notification. Vimeo took it down.
Oh no! Why?
Oh. Is it because of the slowed down Weezer song we used that a different movie did?
Guys, don't be discouraged. These streaming services are taking down some of the best projects. This is happening in this industry left and right. This is just a sign of like we're making art that's important.
I think it's because after the blooper reel, we cut to Zootopia, and it's just all of the movie Zootopia.
Oh yeah, try everything from Zootopia featuring Shakira.
Mm-hmm.
I
I'm
forgot
sorry,
about
that was my fault. I thought we were just trying to use the music, and I just left it in there. I accidentally exported it with it left in there.
God,
And I kept on
editors don't
texting
do
you guys,
that.
ignore it.
This has been Artist on Artist on Artist on Artist answering the question. Now that's why they call it showbiz. Good night, Hollywood!
Hey guys, if you want to see more of whatever this was, but you kind of want to see it more chill, more relaxed, and maybe more intimate, we have a Patreon.
We have a Patreon where there's bonus episodes and more fun and games, and you never know what's gonna happen. Like right now, switch hats.
Oh my god, now you're seeing me exposed, the real Angela.
And now I have a hat on. What's going on? You can do this at the Patreon, so come on by.
It's really fun. We have a fun group of people. We're like besties on a group thread. See you there.
Artist on Artist on Artist on Artist is an improvised Hollywood roundtable podcast created, performed, and produced by Kylie Brakeman, Jeremy Culhane, Angela Giarratana, and Patrick McDonald. Music is by Gabriel Ponton. The opinions expressed on this podcast do not reflect the opinions of anyone who works on it, not even the performers, because this is an improvised podcast and we're stupid. Full video versions of AOAOAOA are available on YouTube, so please like and subscribe and leave us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Good night, Hollywood!